Well, hello, and welcome back, y'all. Today, we are going to be working on a limited build. And I'm going to be using wedding stories and base game only. And if you're telling yourself, wedding stories doesn't have a lot of interior stuff, guess what? You're right. They don't. I made the decision before I saw what wedding stories had, and I decided to just stick with it and challenge myself. And boy, did I challenge myself. I'm not happy with the end result, but you know what? It's part of the challenge, right? Right. So, part of the challenge that I put upon myself was to use wedding stories if there was something there that wedding stories had. So if wedding stories had a floor, I would use the floor no matter what. If they had doors or windows, walls, I would use it. Even if I didn't like it, I would use it. I would only use base game if wedding stories did not have that item in any way, shape, or form. So that's what I did. And to say that it was difficult is an understatement. I thought I was going to pull out my hair. I kind of wanted to cry a couple of times. And yeah, I wasn't happy with the end result. But there are some aspects of it that I really did like. Like the layout itself, I really liked a lot. The roof line, the backyard, things like that, I really liked. It was just the interior for the most part that I didn't. So yeah, that's all it was, nothing else. But anyway, you saw me, kind of building the shelf for it, and I got the layout of it laid out fairly easily. And I kind of knew what room was going to be what. I had an idea in my head of what I was going to do. I just didn't realize how difficult it was going to be, but that is all right. I did get it in the end, and that is what matters. What also matters is your opinion. So do let me know down below in the comments what you think. Did I fail miserably? Or did I just fail a little bit? Or do you think that I was like, woo, this is amazing. I love this build. I don't think you're going to say that. But if you do, yay, me. Anyway, here you're going to see me working on the roof line. And yeah, this roof line came together pretty easily. I had an idea in my head already of what I was thinking. That's why I was adjusting the walls earlier, trying to make sure that I could get the roof to go all the way down and kind of make it look uniformed and make it look nice. I do think it does look nice. The roof line, that is. I also did add a porch, and eventually I added a patio out back. I think I forgot to add the patio in this first part here, but in the end I did get it, and that is what is important, that I eventually got there. But one thing I didn't realize is how limited I was going to be. I knew it's a limited pack build, so of course you're going to be limited on what you're going to do. I just didn't realize how limited I was going to be. That's all right. That is not a problem. I got it done, and I'm that much better for it. So yeah. Anyway, here in just a bit, we're going to jump into the final part of it where you're going to see everything, and we'll do the full walkthrough. So don't go anywhere. Make sure you hit like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And yeah, just blink. Well, I'm done. I can't say this is one of my favorite builds. And I can't say that I really like it so much, because I don't. I was very limited. Very, very limited. But I did the best I could with what I had between wedding stories and base game. I don't know how I built with base game before, but I had a really, really tough time indoors. Outdoors, not so bad. I don't think the outdoors is too bad. We've got the gardening section over here. We've got the monkey bars for the kiddos. We got a place to lounge over here with a little canopy, so it's not too bad. A little dance floor, bar, a barrel, a place to sit just 'cause, a grill, a table to eat outside, which is good. And I guess it's like a buffet table with a drink thing on top. I also added this pergola and a little bit of a privacy fence. I did not put a fence on the porch or the patio out back because this is the only available fence in Wedding Stories. So I couldn't put another fence unless I wanted to put this one up there, which I did not want to do. So I just placed the bushes, and yeah, they're kind of like on the patio, but that's all right. That is all right. It's not a big deal. We do have these little light balls out there too. Got a beautiful fountain out front, and on the porch, same thing with the bushes. But I do have some planter pots and a chessboard and these cute little hearts that line the pathway to go up front stairs. So that's kind of cute. The wall, yeah, they had walls in Wedding Stories, so I had to use the wall. And since I used the fence, I needed a pink one. Yes, I could have changed the color of the fence, but I didn't want to. I kind of liked it being pink. So yeah, that's the exterior. My exterior light is a candle, so that's not very bright, but it's bright enough. And I do have a mailbox over here on the left, and I do have another candle light out here as well. So that's the best that I could do. Now, let's just go inside. Let's just go inside. I was very disappointed that I couldn't find more stuff, but I did the best I could. So you walk in, you have this beautiful little runner. I love this screen here. I think it's beautiful. And then, you've got the shelf over there. I don't know why. And you've got your shoes and your coats over there. And if we go through this door, this is the guest bathroom. So you have a toilet, a sink with a mirror, and a bathtub shower combination with towels. So yay, you got a full bathroom. Living room isn't too bad. I didn't have a lot of wall decor to choose from or plant decor to choose from. But again, I did the best I could. But I did use these couches from Wedding Stories. They are pretty couches. They're a little odd. Not really a couch that I would use very often, but it's not so bad. It's not so bad. These lamps, oh my God, as beautiful as they are, I don't understand why they're in Wedding Stories, but whatever. We do have a fireplace and a TV. We got a bonsai tree there, so there's a little more skill items. And we have the grand piano as well. Now, if we keep on walking, we go into the kitchen dining area, which isn't so bad. It is not the dining table that I would have chosen, but I do like the pink. I do like the pink. Just not the kind of table that I would have picked for the dining room. But that's beside the point. The point is, I don't have any clutter in the kitchen. Why, you ask? Because there isn't a lot of kitchen clutter in base game, and Wedding Stories doesn't have any. So this is what I was stuck with. It's not bad. I do like the layout and cabinetry. I'm just not extremely fond of it. I'm just not. Oh, and it makes me sad. This door here is the shared bathroom for the house, but it's a 3-bedroom, so it's a shared bathroom for the other 2 homes, or the other 2 rooms. We go out that door and we go in this door here, which is the toddler's room, and they do have plenty of toys that they can play with, as well as a toy pot, 2 things on the walls, and a potty. They have their own little potty in their own little room, bookshelves, and toddler supplies down there as well as a little chair that they can hopefully sit in. I'm not sure. Not 100% sure. If we go through this door by the piano, I like that picture though. This is the parents' bedroom. It is a little different than the rest of the house. This is probably, if I had to pick, this is probably my favorite room. It is all base game. There's no Wedding Stories in here except for those daggone lamps, but whatever. Oh, and the wall pieces up there as well, which I love the hearts. The heart's really pretty. You got a bookshelf, place to sit, bed, nightstands, and, your dresser and an accent table. And through this door is their private bathroom with a double sink, mirror, shower tub combo, and toilet. So there you go. Complete shower or complete bathroom, which works for all. And if we go through this door here through the living room, you have the teen bedroom. Not much going on in here either. ran out of stuff to put down. I didn't want to duplicate everything, but they do have posters all over their walls, their favorite movies, and their desk with their little iPad down there to play video games and whatnot. So, yeah. I don't know. You tell me. Do you like this bill? It's okay if you say no. I wouldn't blame you if you said no. I wish there was more that I could do with it, but there just wasn't. I was having the hardest time, and I'm mad at myself for picking wedding stories, but whatever. Take what you get. You don't get upset, or something like you get what you get. You don't get upset. But here is the entryway. If I had Grange mudroom, that would have been Grange mudroomed up. You've got the guest bathroom in the front, the living room with the grand piano, dining, kitchen, toddler, teen, shared bathroom for them, the master bedroom with their ensuite bathroom, and of course, the backyard, side yard area. In and of itself, I like the layout. I really do, especially in the kitchen. I really like the kitchen layout a lot. I just had the hardest time. I'm not the best builder in the world, but I'm also not the best decorator in the world, but I would say for building the shell, I think I did good. For decorating, with the exception of the master bedroom and the bathrooms, I think I did not do well. I think I did very badly. But that's okay. It's a learning curve. It always is. You try something new, you challenge yourself, and you hope for the best, but expect the worst. I think this time I got what I expected. But that's okay. That is okay. It is not a big deal. Y'all let me know down below what you think. And like I said, it's okay if you don't like any of it. What's your favorite, if you have a favorite? Or let's just go with what's your least favorite and why. I'll try to do better next time, but I wanted to give you a limited build, and here's the limited build with wedding stories. Best I could do. I do like the backyard and the fountain and the master bedroom, but that's about it. So, yeah, I hope this was fun. I hope you get inspiration. Let me know if there's anything here that you liked. Like, having the pergola out here with, the way this is set up, or just having this little lounge section, the dance floor out in the middle of the yard, whatever. I don't care. Just let me know what you think, good or bad, or ugly, whatever. All right, guys. Until next time. Oh, please, for the love of God, have fun.